The weight loss industry is bulking up business as getting into shape tops the list of New Year's resolutions. Joining us now with a skinny on how to actually make it happen this year is Dawn Zier, a health and wellness industry expert and CEO of Nutrisystem. We are thrilled to have you on the show today.
Thanks, great to be here.
Who is most likely to succeed at losing weight and getting into shape?
I think the people that are most likely to succeed are those that set realistic goals. So if you set some goal that is largely unattainable, you're going to get disappointed. You're going to lose motivation. And we find that people who expect to lose 5, 8, 13 pounds in 1 month, that's realistic, and it can really dramatically change your life. You only have to lose 5 to 10% of your body weight to actually change your health outcomes quite significantly. And in addition, you'll begin to feel great.
You are in the industry. What are your top tips for success?
I think tracking. So one of the most successful, we found that people that are most successful tend to be those that actually track what they're eating. And this can be done the old-fashioned way of writing down on a piece of paper your food intake, or it can be done through one of the apps that are out there. But generally, portion control, so structured weight loss programs work really well, and then couple that with tracking, a little bit of exercise. That's really the recipe for success.
Who tends to fail?
Well, I think people that tend to not have success are those that go for more extreme programs. So if you're doing a juice-only diet or something that doesn't really mirror real food intake, that's hard to sustain if you're just doing bars and shakes. Really what we find is that portion control works best, and having your 3 meals a day with 2 snacks, so you're eating constantly throughout the day but smaller portions. Those programs like Nutrisystem, like the South Beach diet, tend to have a greater chance of success for people.
What's the trick to creating good habits?
I think staying motivated. One of the things we find is that once you get those initial 5, 10, 13 pounds off, you begin to feel great, and that becomes a motivator. If you see success in the very first week, if you can drop 5 pounds, which you can with programs like Nutrisystem, you're going to feel great, and that will motivate you to go. The best predictor of long-term weight loss is short-term. So those first couple of weeks are actually critical to your long-term success.
How critical is it to have a protein-based diet?
Protein definitely is a healthy way to start your day, helps burning fat, get your metabolism going. So, Nutrisystem is a balanced, so it's healthy proteins, fats, and fibers, and then there are other programs that are low carb, higher protein that can work as well. So it really comes down to what type of person you are. If you're a person that craves pasta and pizza, a low carb diet you're not going to have as much chance of success with. If you're a person that is not as much into bread, low carb could work. So it really comes down to individuals choosing the programs that work for them. And it can't be about deprivation, because you'll not be successful if you feel like you're constantly deprived. Salad 24/7 does not work.
Now onto the business end. We are seeing plenty of weight loss ads. How critical is this time of the year for your industry?
Yeah, definitely. We call this diet season in the industry. So, right after the holidays, diet season begins, and it's a very exciting time because people are making their New Year's resolutions. So the advertising and the messaging is really important, and focusing on the benefits, because again, it's not about, necessarily dramatic weight loss. Yes, if you lose 50, 60 pounds, that's awesome. But if you lose only 5 to 10% of your body weight, you will be healthier. And we have a huge epidemic in the country, with 2/3 of the population being overweight or obese. So programs like these really are helpful, and this is the time of year that consumers are thinking about it the most.
Taking a look at your stock, Nutrisystem shares have been moving higher during the past couple of years. What's happening with business?
Well, we have a multi-brand approach. So we have 2 programs. We have Nutrisystem, and we're just launching the South Beach diet, which we're very successful about. And we think that some people are loyal to one dieting brand, but a lot of women who have struggled with their weight loss will cycle through different products. So we think this multi-brand approach is really important, and we think that there's a big difference between structured weight loss programs, where you actually are delivering the food and showing people, almost holding their hand and and helping them to do it. That's great for people who have tried to lose weight and have not been successful, compared to these more do-it-yourself sort of programs where a lot of people try that, but most people don't have success. But there are so many different programs out there, and it's a huge market. It's a $10 to $15 billion industry. So certainly there's room for a lot of players, and people have different preferences, so they have to find the diet that works for them, which is why we like a multi-brand approach, because we have different offerings for different types of people.
One last question. What's the importance of celebrities representing your brand versus everyday people?
I think celebrities are important. They're actually priceless to us. You have somebody like a Marie Osmond who has lost 50 pounds on Nutrisystem and looks great 10 years later and is still representing the brand. It's extremely powerful, but it's very important when you pick your celebrities that they're relatable and authentic to the brand, and I think that's something that we've done exceptionally well. Marie Osmond really cares about the brand and cares about the people that lose weight. We have Dan Marino. We've picked up, we're working with Megan Lindsay who was on The Voice and has lost 30 pounds with us. So there's a lot of different celebrities that we use, and they each have a different purpose. Melissa Joan Hart. But also I think real, and celebrities are real people, but I think having everyday people as well is also important to showcase. So we do a mix of celebrities and everyday people, and it's a formula that works for us. The celebrities get the excitement going, and when you see that they've had success, it's aspirational, and we couldn't be happier with our celebrities.
Dawn, thank you again for coming on our show. Much success to you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.